You're watching USA News Hub, your home for breaking headlines, trending sports stories, and exclusive updates from across the nation. When the greatest tennis player of all time sits down with one of the fastest women on earth, you expect inspiration. But what Serena Williams got from Sha'Carri Richardson was deeper, rawer, and more vulnerable than anyone expected. This is the conversation that shook the sports world and reminded us that even icons need space to heal. Two of the most electrifying athletes of this generation. Two women who reshaped what power, identity, and authenticity look like on the global stage. But what happened when these two icons sat down for a heart-to-heart conversation went far deeper than sports, medals, or fame. It was a moment of honesty, a moment where Sha'Carri Richardson opened up about her mental health in a way we rarely see from elite athletes. And it was Serena Williams who created the space for that truth to emerge. Today, we're taking you inside that powerful conversation, exploring how the bond between these two champions evolved, and why their message matters more now than ever. White medium star, a bond rooted in power, identity, and survival. For Sha'Carri Richardson, Serena Williams is not just a sports legend. She's not just the greatest tennis player of all time. She's a blueprint, a symbol, a living reminder that black women in sports can be bold, brilliant, unapologetic, and still win on their own terms. Richardson has said many times that Serena's career helped her believe she could stay true to herself, even when the world tries to mold her into something else. This admiration only grew when Serena became a superfan of Sha'Carri in 2023, and that moment. It happened on one of the biggest stages in track and field. During the 2023 U.S. Championships, Sha'Carri Richardson stepped onto the track wearing her signature orange wig. Bright, bold, unapologetic. A symbol of her personality, fire, creativity, and defiance all wrapped into one. But in the moments before the 100-meter final, she did something unforgettable. She took off the wig. Underneath, she revealed neatly braided hair, a gesture that symbolized shedding expectations, releasing pressure, and stepping into something new. Then she exploded down the track and won the national title with authority. For Serena Williams, that moment represented everything she admired about Sha'Carri. Reinvention, self-trust, owning your space, and refusing to dim your light for anyone. Serena later said that's when she became a true superfan. It was the exact kind of fearlessness she had built her own career on. Fast forward to their recent conversation, shared by Serena Williams on her X profile. What unfolded wasn't a scripted interview. It wasn't a highlight reel. It wasn't two athletes performing strength. It was honesty, humility, humanity. Sha'Carri Richardson opened up about the emotional and psychological struggles of being at the top of a global sport while being intensely watched, judged, and analyzed from every angle. She didn't hide behind cliches. She didn't pretend confidence comes easy. She didn't sugarcoat the journey. Instead, she said something brutally real. The mental health journey is an ongoing journey. It's never a finish line. Coming from a track star, that metaphor hits differently. A finish line is everything. It's the goal, the end point. But for mental health, there is no final sprint, no medal ceremony, no moment where you finally win. And that honesty is what made the conversation so powerful. Serena Williams built her entire career on strength, physical, emotional, psychological. But she also knows what it means to be criticized unfairly, to be misjudged, to be expected to stay silent when everything inside you wants to scream. She has lived the pressure. She has survived it. She has learned how it twists your confidence, your identity, even your joys. When Sha'Carri Richardson began talking, she wasn't speaking to an interviewer. She was speaking to someone who understands, someone who knows what it's like to carry a sport, to face global scrutiny, to wake up and realize millions of people think they know you, but very few truly do. That empathy allowed Sha'Carri to speak from a place of vulnerability, not performance. Serena didn't interrupt. She didn't lecture. She didn't offer perfect answers. She simply allowed space. For honesty. For truth. For release. And that's something athletes rarely get. Over the years, Sha'Carri Richardson has been both celebrated and criticized, often unfairly. Her speed makes headlines, but so does her personality, her appearance, her choices. But this conversation showed a different narrative, a woman fighting to stay grounded. A woman learning to heal in real time. A woman whose success came with layers of pressure the public rarely sees. She spoke about handling fame, surviving public scrutiny, managing expectations, staying mentally steady, and learning to be kind to herself. It wasn't a redemption arc. It wasn't a PR strategy. It was a reminder that athletes are human. And it revealed something deep. Sha'Carri is still evolving, and she's giving people permission to witness that evolution. One of the most powerful themes from their conversation was visibility. Elite athletes, especially as black women, Serena and Sha'Carri live in a spotlight that often distorts their realities. They are expected to be strong, graceful, confident, perfect, and unwavering all at once. But mental health doesn't care about gold medals. It doesn't care about world records. It doesn't care how fast you are, or how many championships you've won. Sha'Carri's admission that she is still figuring it out, still learning, still healing, reflects the experience of countless athletes who suffer silently because they're afraid of appearing weak. Her courage is not in being fearless. Her courage is in being honest about the fear. Serena Williams has become a mentor to countless athletes without even trying. She represents possibility, the idea that greatness can come from anyone willing to defy the limits placed on them. Sha'Carri Richardson represents resilience, the fire to rebuild, reinvent, and rise again. Together, they symbolize a shift in sports culture, a space where elite athletes are allowed to express emotion, admit struggle, ask for help, prioritize wellness, and still be champions. Their conversation wasn't just about mental health. It was about humanity, about permission, about rewriting what strength looks like. Serena Williams didn't just help Sha'Carri Richardson open up. She held a space for her. She honored her. She listened, truly listened, in a world that often refuses to hear athletes when they speak vulnerably. Sha'Carri's message is clear. The mental health journey never ends. And that's okay. In a time when athletes are expected to be invincible, her honesty is revolutionary. And the fact that Serena Williams, a woman who broke every boundary in tennis, was the one guiding her through this powerful moment. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story that's shaping America and the world. We'll see you in the next update.